Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, thank you for clicking this video. And in this video, I'm gonna explain about analytical exposition and Hortatory exposition. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Awallintang Nafis Putri Ananta, and I'm in 12th grade Social 2, and my number is 11. So without any further ado, let's discuss it.
Analytical exposition and hortatory exposition. First, we're gonna discuss about analytical exposition. Table of content. In here, we're gonna discuss about the definition, the pattern, the language features, and the example text. What is analytical exposition? Analytical exposition is the text that elaborates the writer's opinion on phenomena or issues without persuading the readers to do something. This text will only persuade the readers that the phenomena or issues are important and worth it to be discussed by providing the arguments or opinions to support the topic. Its social function to persuade the reader that the idea is important matter. Next is the pattern. The common pattern of analytical exposition or thesis. In here, the writer introducing the topic and indicating the writer's position. Next is argument 1, explaining the argument to support the writer's position. Next is argument 2, explaining the other arguments to support the writer's position more. Last is reiteration or conclusion, restating the writer's position. Next is language features. Analytical exposition, usually using relational process, using simple present tense, using internal conjunction such as addition, such as besides, in addition, further. Second is comparisons, such as but, vice versa, meanwhile, on the other hand. Third, time, such as second, then, next. Fourth, cause effect, such as consequence, as a result, so, and the result. And the last is using casual conjunction, such as a result, because, by, consequently, despite, due to, and for that reason. And next is the example text of analytical exposition. Jakarta is a working place for expatriates. Jakarta is the second worst place for expatriates to work in outside of the United States of America, Canada, and Western Europe. It is according to a recent report published by Business Week. The Business Week report ranked emerging markets that might be challenging to move into their level of pollution, disease, political violence, and availability of goods and services. The report ranked Jakarta second, just below Lagos in Nigeria and above Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, saying the threat of violence from extremists, in particular, was serious drawback to living in Jakarta. Bombings start getting foreign interest in Jakarta, such as the JW Marriott Hotel bombing in 2003, have been repeated elsewhere in the city. The report said despite problems common to many developing cities, such as the risks of disease, poor sanitation, and excessive pollution, Indonesia can be an enticing location. In response, the Jakarta administration took the report positively, saying it could support the administration to improve its performance. Next, we're going to discuss about Hortatory exposition. same as analytical. In here, we're going to discuss about the definition, the pattern, the language features, and the example text. And what is hortatory exposition? Hortatory exposition is a type of spoken or written text that is intended to explain to listeners or readers that something should or should not happen or be done. It purports to persuade the readers that something should or should not be the case or be done. Next is pattern. The pattern of hortatory exposition are theses. In thesis, it contains statement or announcement of issue concern. Next is argument. It contains a reason for concern that will lead to recommendation. And last, recommendation contains a statement of what should or should not happen or be done based on the given arguments. And next is language features of hortatory exposition. First is simple present and next modals such as will, can, must, should, and trains. Next is action verbs such as eat, grow, jump, walk, and trains. Next is thinking adverbs and then adverbs such as easily, always, since, away, and trains. Next is adjective such as good, big, tall, smart, and trains. Next is technical terms, and then general and abstract noun, and the last is connectives or translation. And next we have the example text of hortatory exposition. Recycling. Americans throw away an average of 1 ton of trash per person every year, Environment Care again stated. That's 2,000 pounds or 907 kilograms of garbage. Most of this trash gets buried in big holes in the ground called landfills. This condition leads to the destruction of the environment sooner than anyone has predicted. If this condition keeps going on, United States land alone will be buried under garbage in less than 25 years. Government has been inviting many experts and some independent organizations in many seminars and meetings dealing with overcoming this problem. And the best and the most effective ways to stop the environmental pollution are through the best use of recyclable materials and through recycling. We should do recycling in order to conserve resources. Making new aluminum cans out of old ones means less aluminum is needed for new cans. Recycling also conserves valuable land. By recycling, we produce less garbage. That means fewer landfills are needed for dumping our trash. And some of you guys may be still confusing between analytical exposition and hortatory exposition. So let me tell you. In analytical exposition, reiteration is used to give emphasis or the writer's opinion by restating point of view, usually present tense compound and complex sentence. And as the title, analytical exposition is to analyze or explain. While in hortatory exposition, recommendation is used to give advice or such a suggestion to the readers to make a choice by considering the presented arguments. And in hortatory exposition, the text is focusing on the writer, and it's proposed, to persuade that it should or should not be done. So that's all.
So guys, that was my explanation about analytical exposition and hortatory exposition. I hope that you guys understand, and if you have a question or want to know more about this lesson, just comment down below. And that's all from me. Thank you and see ya!